Yeah, just it was a really big game for us. We try to, we talked to the guys a lot yesterday after the game about the opportunity to sweep, and that could really, it gives you an opportunity if things don't go well for you down the road one weekend, and anytime you can finish somebody off, especially at your own ballpark, it would be a great win for us. And came out and played hard. We were down, we tied, we're up, we're down. It's just back and forth, and then we put together a little rally there in the seventh, and then obviously Souza hit the home run against a 30-mile-an-hour wind, and very rarely you're going to see that where when it leaves the bat, it's out of the park when the wind's blowing that hard, and just a great swing and a good inning there to grab that little bit of a cushion. But overall, I thought Tiger threw the ball pretty good. Looks like he just kind of ran out of gas. He breaking stuff was really good today. Fastball was good, just missing. Didn't have bad misses. Just felt like it was time to get him out. And I know a lot of you guys probably don't know this, but he was sick. We sent him home yesterday. He wasn't at the game, so we were a little nervous about him, staying out there too long because he was under the weather. But I thought he got it up and did a great job. And I really liked what I saw from Faraday. Came in, got 2 outs. We let that go there. And then Coyle, I thought he was throwing the ball great. He had an 0-2 count on the hitter with 1 out. The pitch was supposed to be buried in the dirt, and he threw it right down the middle, belt high. Next thing you know, we're chasing it to the fence. Other than that, I thought he was really good. So that was great to see. Gackle McIntyre finished it up for us. But big weekend for us, winning 3, and now we've got a big week ahead of us where we play 5 games.
Yeah, Dave, Nolan obviously had a monster day. What'd you think of his day?
Well, I mean, the 3-run homer obviously was a big swing. The solo home run to give us the lead was huge. And then the 2-out single, through a vacated 6-hole basically where the shortstop plays, and did it with 2 strikes, drove in another run. I mean, 5 runs. We scored 7. He drove in 5 of us. It was a great day. And, just proud of him. He just hung in there, laid off a few borderline pitches, and got him a fastball that he could handle, and he handled it about as good as you can. That was a big swing.
He's been hitting pretty well for you all year. You also wouldn't put him at DH, but just what do you think about his seasons he's put together to this point?
Yeah, I mean, he's a guy that you could see it every now and then in the fall, but you just thought maybe it's a little bit, it's a little far off. Maybe it's going to be, a sophomore. He'll get better this year, and then it's kind of like after the holidays, we thought this guy's really made a move, and sometimes the move is more mental. He was excited about the season. He went back for the holidays and stayed in great shape, and came back in here, and he looked like he was going to, get an opportunity to play some. We just didn't know where. And then we put him, I remember the first game we put him in the game, he looked like a polished hitter. I mean, he was not, he looked great. And we thought, hey, this guy's going to help us. So we kept going, and obviously it's turned into, a starter. So good for him.
And him and Lloyd combined for 11 RBIs on the weekend. What the Hawaiian connection or whatever you want to call him? What'd you think of that?
Well, that's pretty good. You know, to- yeah, you keep bringing up this Hawaiian thing, but yeah, it's just good to see guys that will commit and go so far away from home, and learn to adapt and get comfortable, and teammates love them, and just happy for both of those guys.
You mentioned Tiger was sick yesterday. Do you think that maybe contributed to him running out of gas there? Or?
I'd say a little bit. I mean, he threw 82 pitches. It's really windy. If you're pitching and you're getting blown around on the mound just a little bit, it throws you off just a touch. And, that's the difference between strike and ball, or bad miss, or whatever. We had some guys that were ready to go. So we just felt like, that was enough. But yeah, I'm sure that being sick or a little tired, probably didn't get a lot of great sleep last night. We just felt like it was the best thing to do.
And after his last couple of starts, how nice was it to see him come out and pitch the way he did?
I thought it was great. I mean, obviously, I know he really wanted to have a good outing. He felt like his last couple outings had just been okay. And, he gave us a chance to win the game on day 3 of a series when, Ole Miss was fighting like crazy. They needed to get out of here with 1. And, he held them down pretty good. And, if you look at it, we had a chance to blow the thing open in the second and third inning. We didn't. And I think in those 2 innings alone, we were stranded 5 runners. And, there was a couple other times we had a chance to blow it open too, but we got just enough hits to win and, feel fortunate that we got those hits.
Gabe Gackel had a 2.2 and 2/3 innings of relief today. He also did 2/3 last week against LSU. How much has he excelled in your expectations as a freshman?
Oh, we knew in the fall that he was going to pitch a lot for us. He threw really well in the fall. I think he's thrown better in the spring. I think he continues to get better. I mean, he doesn't do anything max effort. It's easy, it's an easy mid-90s. It's a upper 80s slider. It's good changeup. I mean, I wouldn't say he's exceeded it. I mean, we thought it could get there, and I think he's going to be even better in a month. So, he can go 3. We could probably spot start him if we wanted to. He can do a lot of different roles for us. And today he did exactly what we needed him to do and get us through a couple innings and, maybe hand the ball off. And that's what he did.
First start for Tiger this year, we're exclusively working from the stretch. Is that right? And just what went into that?
Yeah, probably have to really talk to him more about it to me. I said something to Coach Hobbs about it. He just felt, but I think Brady just felt a little more comfortable out of the stretch right now. And, he used to work out of the stretch all the time when he was, coming out of the bullpen. So, it doesn't matter to me. Just as long as they feel comfortable and can repeat their delivery and probably a smart move right now.
Is there anything you said for, Nolan right now only pretty much serving primarily designated hitter that, maybe only focusing on that as a freshman, a young guy, it's kind of maybe making at bats a little bit easier for him right now?
Yeah, he works extremely hard in practice and pregame and working on his defense. And in the infield, we've even had him working in the outfield a little bit, taking fly balls. And, that's really new for him. But, I have no problem putting him in the field if somebody needs a day off or somebody gets injured or if we want to put him in the outfield, if we need to get another bat in there because maybe somebody's not hitting. So, we're halfway through. We got a lot more to go. So, but, when it's hard DHing. The rhythm is play in the field, run off the field, get a bat hit, go back to the field. When you're just DHing, you have to really stay locked in and focused and really watch for tendencies and think about your bats and watch what they're doing to other left-handed hitters or the type of hitter you are and how they're pitching them. And you can pick something up, might make a difference. And I think he does a great job of that.
Hey, Dave, I believe on his 3-run home run, he fouled off a 1-1 pitch and he fouled off 2 1-2 pitches. And I'm thinking, man, he's making that pitcher. He's fouling off some good pitches. He's going to get a mistake. And I guess that's probably what happened. But what you think about that at bat?
His bat was great. He fouled off a couple pitches before he hit the home run. And I kept thinking he was going to try to drop a slider in on him, but he must not have a lot of confidence with it to the lefties. And he tried to throw a fastball by him and he just, I don't know where it was, probably down the middle, and he got it. And what got him that pitch was the previous foul pitches. I think the pitcher might have got a little frustrated and said, I'm going to go right at you here. 'Cause I think the count was 2-2, didn't want to go full. And there it was.
He was actually 1-2.
Yeah, so, well, either way, he hit it a long way. And when he hit it, we were all smiling on our side. I'll tell you that.
And the streak is, I mean, I guess at some point somebody's going to beat you here again, but 23-1 at home, 21 straight. I think you haven't lost a game here in 49 days or something. I looked it up. What do you think about the home, field thing?
I think it's great. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, our guys show up and they play hard and played a lot of games at home. We've taken advantage of it. We played extremely well here. We played well everywhere, honestly. And, I'm happy that, that our crowd's getting to see us play well every time they, show up. And that's pretty much what's been going on lately. It's been fun to coach these guys and it's fun to watch them play. I tell them that. When the game starts, a lot of times we're coaching the game, but we're watching you play. And, you know, it's been fun.
19 SEC games left. It's kind of crazy to think that, but 11-1's a good place to be, obviously. Just how do you feel about where you guys are sitting right now in the conference?
Well, it's about as good as you can get unless you're 12-0. So, think about the game we lost. I mean, it was tight. And I think we lost by a run and maybe two down there in Auburn. I don't remember. That was a lot of flying for me that weekend. But I think that loss might have helped us win the last couple of weekend game threes. Because, you know, that one slid away from us. We had a 4-run lead in the fifth. We ended up losing. And it can happen fast. So sometimes losses they can be good if you learn from it. Maybe it'll win you a game down the road. It's kind of like a midweek game. Sometimes you just got to go with some guys and let them go, and they get better and they help you win a game down the road that means more. So, yeah, it's been a good first 4 weeks in conference, and now we got a couple of tough midweek games, and then we're going to head to Alabama and come back and play 2 more tough midweek games, and then I think head to South Carolina. So we're going to be on the road a little bit here, and we're going to play 10 games. I think it's 10 games the next 14, 15 days. So it'll be a big challenge, but it's also some guys that are going to get to play and pitch that haven't had a lot of opportunity lately.
I'm sure you have scouted San Jose State, but should we get a couple? Yeah, I mean, I know you don't know about them, but that's kind of weird to me. A team coming in from California in April. Do you remember how that series got arranged?
No, we've had teams. We had UNLV come in April, and we've had some teams from out west come out here. It's a lot of times those leagues have buys, or they're on spring break a little bit later, or they just want to travel and they want to play in our type of environment for their teams. San Jose State was in a regional last year, and you know, I think Coach felt like it would be good for their players to go see something like this, and hopefully the weather will cooperate. We'll get them in, but we might have to fight the weather a little bit.
We've asked about how tough it is to try to play everybody because you got so much talent. But like you say, when you have this many games in this period, it does give you an opportunity to play a lot of guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, we can mix it up a little bit, and it's good because there's some guys, like you said, on the bench that, you know, they're pulling for their teammates all weekend here, and you know, they'd rather be in the lineup playing, but they've done a good job of being a good teammate, so to speak. So when you're winning, you just kind of go with what's winning, and that's kind of what we've done lately. But there's some guys over there on our bench and in our bullpen that are ready to go.
But Dave, Ben McLaughlin had 6 walks this weekend. What's he doing well?
Well, you know, Ben he has a great eye at the plate, and he fouls a lot of pitches off. It's hard to pitch to. You know, they try to start to pitch him away, and they try to bust him in. He hits one off the building. I mean, he just doesn't get himself out a lot. You know, he'd tell you today that he had a bad day, but he saw a lot of pitches. You know, he struck out a couple times, walked once, but he's gotten a lot of big hits for us, and a lot of those hits are late in his at bats. You know, with 2-2 counts, 3-2, a lot of foul pitches, and then bang, he gets a hit, and he's been running a lot of pitch counts up. Okay.